You're watching Pyro Media Network.
Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show. What is going on, y'all? We are back with another episode of Power Hour. Listen, I didn't do an intro video because I'm a little late on a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff, a lot of content. We got a really good show, and I didn't want to spend any more time trying to get everything together. So I wanted to just get the content out there. Praise Jesus. Who is in the building? Let us see. Oh, wait, do we have music going? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Praise Jesus. All right, let's see who's in the building. What's going on, Cyrus? Thank you for joining. And no, you were not too early. You came right on time. Let's see here. What's going on, Keats? Thank you for coming on through. Michaela, thank you so much for coming on through. Love you guys so much. Do me a favor, y'all. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It does help the algorithm, and we appreciate all that you do. You know what? I actually really want to play that video because it was a really good video, and I really want to make sure that we set the atmosphere, praise Jesus, for all things Pyro Media on today. In Pyro Power Hour. So while that's uploading, I want to just gather you guys on in the building. Make sure, like I said, I don't care if you're sharing it to your mammy. I don't care if you're sharing it to your poppy. I don't care if you're sharing it to your baby daddy or baby mama. Make sure you share it. I appreciate you in all that you guys do. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Did it upload? Come on now. Now, we don't spend too much money on this damn stream, y'all, for y'all to be taking your damn time uploading, okay? Can you move a little quicker? Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Come on. Anywho, I hope you guys are having a beautiful Wednesday. Happy hump day to you guys. And while that's uploading, I'm just going to go ahead and get started with you guys right here. So welcome to the show. Welcome. Oh, yes, we do have a Bentley time. You know, we got to do this for cupcakes. And sorry, I'm late. Y'all, what's up? Oh, that's Tim. What's up, Timothy? How you doing? Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you. We do have a little Bentley time. I took some, I know Cupcake is at dinner tonight, so she's not going to be able to come in today, but I did take some new pictures of Bentley for her so she can catch it on the replay. Say hi to Bentley. Everybody say hi. All right. Bentley was a little annoyed with me. He was, there he is. What's up, Dr. Holt? It better be Bentley time. What's going on? Y'all are vets. Yes. Shout out to the Pyro Power Hour mascot, Bentley Mateo. Yes. Bless his heart. Yes. Oh, Bentley. Yeah. Okay. All right, Bentley. We love you. All right. Cool. If you love him so much, go ahead and bless the platform by go ahead and send a cash app over to $ Pyro Media, or you can bless me directly at Kwame Speaks 80. Excuse me, at Kwame C 86. That's right. Praise Jesus. Okay. All right. All right, y'all had enough of Bentley? Okay, cool. Let's move on. Let's get into the hump day. Y'all. It is time for hump day. It is hump day. It is Wednesday. That means we're halfway through this frigid week. Praise Jesus. Listen, y'all. I hope you guys are having a great week. If it's a little rough, hang in there because we're almost done. All right. We are counting down. When I say we, I mean the Pyro staff, myself included, is counting down the days until we go on hiatus. But we're going to let you guys know that we are not going to be completely dark. We're going to be running reruns, and I'm going to go live a couple of days throughout those weeks so we can keep the algorithm going and so we can say hi and get some holiday cheer up in this speech. Praise Jesus. I work 6 days a week, 60 hours. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, you need a break. You need a break, Keith. What is going on with you? Are you okay? But listen, that means you get a lot of money. Praise Jesus. This is good times. Good times to get money. Get that money. I ain't mad at you. Ain't nobody counting down more than all the educators in the world, baby. I know that's right. We can never have enough of Bentley. All right. Okay. All right. Shout out to all of the new subscribers. I am super proud to say that we are almost at 4,000. We've been really focused on making sure that we provide you guys content on a consistent basis. I know I took a little bit of a break from Pyro Power Hour at the beginning of the year, but we are here and some of us are queer, and I am so happy that we are almost at 4,000. Let's keep it going. Let's hit 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, and so forth and so on. Praise Jesus. All right, y'all, we got a lot to talk about. I might change the thumbnail because the two people in the middle, I didn't really want to talk about them, and there was a lot going on. So that's why I took a little bit more time coming on in. But we're going to be talking about, we're not talking about Nick Fuentes today, actually. So I do need to change the thumbnail. We're going to be talking about Nick Fuentes on Friday during Cromie Speaks, because I want to have a special, I want some time with him. I want some time with him. And if you don't know who Nick Fuentes is, go ahead and look. Come on, 1 million. I know that's right. We're gonna make it. Look at it. Speaking it over Pyro Power Hour and Pyro Media. It's nothing but polar bears, and that's all it is. Jesus. Okay, last year I saw at least 2 penguins outside my office. My God, where the guy? I know. Dr. Holt is in Georgia. Jesus. See, I'm all the way on the West Coast. And my family's on in New York, so I know they're a little frigid over there. Praise Jesus. We're gonna pray their warmth. We're praying for all of y'all warmth because it's hot out here. I had to turn on the AC. Anyhow, love you. Let's get on into some things, y'all. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to hit that Patreon. That's right. 81 degrees over here. Yeah, it was 81 degrees over in LA. Don't forget to hit that Patreon if you have not done so already. And it's our gated community. It is called the Hotspot. You can go to patreon.com/ Pyro Media Network. So definitely check it out. Also, send in some. I got some stuff in this week, or got some stuff in yesterday that I was just like, huh. I didn't get enough time to put in, but I'm going to do a little segment called listener letters, or watch letters, or how we're gonna make a segment. But some of y'all sending some weird shit, and I cannot wait to talk about it. So we're gonna probably talk about it next week on Monday Night Kickoff or Pyro Power Hour next week. All right, y'all. Let's get into some things here. We have a lot to go. Oh, that's right, Michaela. You are in Maryland. All right, y'all. Let's get into some things. We got some breaking news here for the hour. Let's get on into it. That's right, y'all. Breaking news. Let's first start out with what's going on with the Jeffrey Epstein files. We did get some information that broke today. Take a look.
A federal judge has approved the Justice Department's motion to unseal documents from the probe and criminal prosecution against accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. This is the third judge who has moved to grant the motion. It comes 24 hours after a different judge in New York gave approval for releasing records linked to Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. Epstein died by suicide in a New York jail in 2019.
So, I don't know what's going to go on with these files. I really don't have much faith in it, to be quite honest with you, if I'm being so, because I'm just like, these Epstein files, like, I don't understand why we're taking this long to just release them. If there's nothing incriminating it, and then if Trump, what Trump said is true, if it's all Democrats, then release it. Why is it such an issue for you? We know what it is. We know what's going on, and we understand the actual issue. You ain't got to lie to us. But let's move on. In connection with stuff that they're holding back, we had if you guys remember last week, we talked about Pete Hegseth, excuse me, and everything that's going on with Venezuela and all of these like aggressive moves that the Trump administration is holding against him. Now, a couple of days ago, which is crazy to me, Trump was asked by a reporter during a press conference, hey, are you going to be releasing the full video of the, because now there's concerns about that there may have been a war crime and that there was a double tap in terms of how Pete Hegseth handled everything. We talked about this last week. But Trump was like, yeah, we'll release it. I don't have a problem. Full transparency here. Then this week, he's talking about, I never said that. What do you mean? I never said that. Now we have an update on what's going on today. Take a look.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio are set to brief top congressional leaders today as pressure grows over a U.S. operation targeting alleged drug boats off Venezuela. Democrats want unedited video of a September 2nd double tap strike that killed 2 survivors. In a new Politico interview, President Trump said he doesn't get involved in those tactical decisions, and he added he's open to expanding operations into Colombia and Mexico. The president now says it's up to Secretary Hegseth whether additional video is released. It remains under review as lawmakers push.
So, I just don't understand. If nothing is wrong, why are you just not releasing everything? If there's no issues with the Epstein files, then release it. If there's no issue with the video, then release it. You guys are hiding stuff. Because I guarantee you, if this was Obama, if this was Joe Biden, if this was Bill Clinton, if this was anybody else, y'all would have massive issues about it. Y'all would be sitting here on these political pundits would be sitting on these news stations, whether it be Abby Lee Miller or whether it be any of these damn news organizations and these anchors, you will be having issues and saying, rage, we're so angry, selective outrage. Lies, deception. Ridiculous. Hey, Sean, what's up, Queen? That's my Sean Boo. Y'all make sure y'all go head over to Sean Talks. Just type in Sean Talks. That's SHUNTALKS. And make sure you guys subscribe if you have not done so already. All right. All those who are newly subscribed to Pyro Media, go ahead over to my girl Sean Talks. We're trying to get her to 1,000. And that is she is a friend of the network. So definitely help our sister out. What does Timothy say? Pete is the same one who was talking about not following unlawful orders. He knows for sure it's unlawful, so he doesn't want to show it. Exactly. Michaela says 3 more years to go. God help us. God help Lord. I know that's right. Oh, and then Keats was talking about suicide for sure, Jan. Exactly. Going back to the whole situation that was going on with Jeffrey Epstein. Child, please. Michaela says, but what with the man in the office, I don't think we will ever see what's in it truly, what's in the file. I agree with you. Yeah. Well, that's what was breaking, y'all. Before we get into what's popping, I do want to pause for a brief a little promo for my brother Dr. Dante, not only a client but one of my big brothers and one of my mentors. I love this man. He has written a 4th book. The man is good. The man is putting out. He's trying to break barriers, y'all. Break glass ceilings. So make sure you guys check out his new book. It's called When Silence is Loud: Surviving the Quietness of God. It is a phenomenal. I'm so excited to check it out. It's going to be a phenomenal read. I just got it in today, so I'm super excited. It's still in the Amazon package. I'm going to do an unboxing when I get off here on TikTok. So that's why I haven't opened it yet, but I cannot wait to crack this book open and read it. So shout out to my big brother Dante, Dr. Dante. Go ahead and check that out. All right, y'all. What's pop-a-locking? first, before we get into some stuff, I want to get into a question for the people, because my God, on today, I saw this and I think my brother said it was my brother, my big brother, Malik, the one that had his birthday on Monday. Yeah, he said this to me. I don't know what's going on with his algorithm, but we love him anyway. He sent me this and it was a mess. What say you? Take a look.
I'm gonna need this hearing aid company to call me, because this is really sad. This is pathetic, man. People can't hear, and you gonna name your store, huh? Like, can you go down to huh? And then these people that can barely hear say, huh? What'd you say? I said, I need you to go to huh. This is wrong. It's diabolical and it's evil. It's just evil. I mean, I would hate if you had to have a wheelchair store, some type of handicap store. What would you call that? I'm falling and I can't get up store? Like, what would you name that, man? This ain't right. Have empathy. Have some type of compassion. Sit down with a board of people. Did you ask any hearing impaired people what they thought about this thing? Did you? Huh? The hell, bro. This ain't it, man. This ain't it. Y'all need to do better than this. Call me.
What? You named that store, huh? Are you for real? For real? Oh my God. I want to know who was it. Whoever created the branding for that, huh? The store's gonna help us here, and you called it huh? The acronym was huh? For a hearing aid store, for people who y'all going to hell. I'm telling you, y'all going to hell. Don't forgive me, because huh? What's going on? Huh? Anywho, I thought that was a little cackle I saw on these YouTube streets. Or excuse me, it was the TikTok streets. All right, let's move on, y'all. So I have to change the thumbnail for today's show, because I'm not talking about this anymore. This is the stupidest. I cannot stand the back and forthness. Can you hear me now, Keith? Huh? Huh? What? Speaking of these two, 50 Cent and Marlon Wayans, huh? Right, round one. Ciao. I have been going, they've been going back and forth, one shade. Now listen, I ain't gonna lie. As long as they don't get into violent stuff, I can deal with this type of shade. I don't think it's that serious. I personally think that they still cool. I personally think that this is just here to just draw up publicity for everything. But I am exhausted. I am exhausted with these guys. I'm on Marlon's side, of course. Keith, what? No, you know what? Stop the press, Marlon. I'm with Marlon. Keith, why are you on Marlon's side? Huh? I want to know. Huh? I just what was funny? You talk about the video that we just played. Yes. But why are you on Marlon's side? Cupcake said, I'm so tired of them. Me too, girl. I'm exhausted. They need to just go make love. These men be so hot for each other. It's sickening. Sean, I don't think you're live with us. Make sure you hit the live button. You're quite welcome. But hit the live button, baby. I don't think you're live with us. Vivica Words, not my wait. What was Vivica Words? I don't did I miss something? Oh, okay. Jesus, Marion Joseph. Hold on, let me look on my other. Let's not forget that Vivica said 50 cents was a booty bin. Lord Jesus. Because he is funnier, he is the sexiest Wayne, and he supports his trans son. Okay, so that's still. I mean, he is the sexiest Wayne. What do you don't think Damon is handsome? I think Damon's very handsome. I am too. Yeah. Both the hey Marlon. You know what? Marlon, can you please go to Dr. Holt's office? That is he is a part of our evangelist ministry, and he's in charge of evangelism. If you can meet with him and have a conversation and discuss some philanthropic endeavors that we have here, I would greatly appreciate it. All or most of the ways alleged. Okay, all right. You know, we're not doing this. We're not doing. That was allegedly. You're not getting Pyro Media sued. Everybody's suing these damn content creators. Megan Thee Stallion just got finished suing what's her name? Dr. King just got sued for Cardi B. Still paying on that. We're not doing this. Oh, let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Because y'all trying to get me. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts of this broadcast are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Pyro Media Network. Additionally, the views and opinions expressed in the chat are those of the chat members. Praise Jesus. Hey, POTUS Timothy. A mess. Anywho, we're done. In the words of Michaela, who gives an F? Good luck, y'all. Cause y'all get on my damn nerve. Anywho, Amanda Seals. Y'all know I love me some Amanda. Sometimes she gets on my damn nerve. Because she be doing sometimes a little bit too much. But you know what? I don't like to throw the baby out with the bathwater. So praise Jesus. I mean, I agree with Timothy. All of Hollywood. Okay, you know what? You think everybody's a gal, Dr. Holt? I'm not doing this with y'all today. Y'all, I'm not. I said what I said. It's Marlon, Sean, Damon Jr. Then okay, all right. He even had an order in it. That's it. Don't come to my inbox. I'm not here for it. Oh my Jesus. Anyway. Amanda Seals is in the blogs right now because she said that that Charlemagne the God off of Breakfast Club is not an intellectual. Okay, now I agree with her. I do. I don't think he's an intellectual. I think he's smart, but I don't think he's an intellectual. I don't think he's a deep thinker. I think he's just. Let me be quiet. But the same thing, you know, because they were talking about, oh, she should do a podcast with Charlemagne. What? I don't think. First of all, two things, and I love you, Amanda, but I don't think that she should do a podcast with just anybody. It needs to be somebody that is extremely patient, but also just as equally intellectual. Because Amanda is a firecracker, and she needs to be handled a certain way as far as marketing goes, and as far as like producing goes. But she just can't be whatever. Look what happened when she was on Club Shay Shay. I mean. Yeah, he had the numbers and he had the reach, but you know, he's not an intellectual. He's not that bright. Well, anyway, this is what what's her name said. Amanda said. Take a look.
Why would I do a podcast with Charlemagne? Why would I do a podcast with Charlemagne? We had great chemistry until I realized that he was a ridiculous person and he was a snake. So then we don't have great chemistry anymore. He's also not an intellectual. Like, he's read books. He's not a dummy, but he's not an intellectual, and he don't got no backbone. He sits here and he regurgitates the same crap. And the people that he does challenge, like, remember when he challenged Kamala Harris? Remember when she was on his show and he was like, so who's actually in charge of the Democrats? You know, Joe Biden or Joe Manchin? And she black womaned him and started saying like, no, absolutely not. He didn't even come back because he didn't have no way to come back at her because he didn't know anything further than what he said. And then they have people on the show and they allow them to just talk their shit.
Now, I don't know if Charlemagne has responded. There's been a lot going on today, so I did not follow up on that. But if he has, I'm sure he'll respond on the Breakfast Club during Donkey of the Day. I just have a feeling, but we'll see. Next week is go sit down. What is wrong? Why you don't like Amanda? Next story, boo Amanda, go away. Why you don't like Amanda Seals? The girl has knowledge, y'all. Y'all like her or not, she speaks truth. I mean, I like it, but it is what it is. I like the way she articulates. Anywho, maybe I'm the only fan up in here. So sorry. I love you, Amanda. Some of the Pyromaniacs don't, but I love you. Keep doing your thing. I don't always agree with you, but you haven't said anything where I have to completely throw you out. So praise Jesus. Candace Owens. How about that? Let's compare apples to oranges here, huh? All right, let's move on. Wendy Williams. Shout out to Wendy Williams, the queen of gossip talk, honey. How you doing? We just found out that she maybe her conservatorship may be terminated before the end of 2025, which I am super excited about because that speaks volumes. Okay, that speaks volumes. So I don't think that I really think that there's some underhanded things, and I think I'm going to do a report on that and put it in Patreon because I have some thoughts on how she got swooped up into that conservatorship. Okay, the same thing with Britney Spears, but I do think that there's something behind all of that. But shout out to her. Let's see. Timothy says, "Free Wendy, play some shady stuff." Yeah, I really think that she needs to come back. I don't think she should do a talk show. I think that she should do like a podcast, something where she could be comfortable at home. She don't need to be on close today is to try and take her money free to Wendy. Yes, absolutely. Tired of Wendy too. Did she play enough? She didn't play enough. I don't think she played enough. I really don't. I really think that there's some underhanded stuff that happened. Tabitha said, "God bless you," and she was. Now listen, Keats, you right about that. Okay, Tabitha Brown said a good old prayer. Now listen, I don't know if that was karma that came back to her. But I don't think she deserves to be in a conservatorship, especially if it's been proven that she doesn't have any frontal lobe issues are going on with as far as dementia or anything like that. So, we'll see how it goes. Timothy says she needs a podcast so she can curse and be in the real world. That's exactly. I think a podcast would be better. I think a podcast would be a better situation for her because she could say whatever she wants on there. She won't have to worry about the networks or anything like telling her to watch what she say or daytime TV or anything like that. And she can just relax. She could be in her little footsie. She don't have to worry about fashions. She can take her fashions and she could be at home or, be in her studio or something like that. Or, be in a comfortable, she could make a studio at home. And I think she needs to just have a break. I think she needs to break from to come back and do what she loves the most. Sean Talk says, nah, something don't smell right. Right. I'm telling you, that no comment. I really think something's going on with that. But we're gonna talk about that. Let's see. Nobody says she doesn't need to be beaten. She will still be on camera in full fashions. Oh, okay. You want a video podcast? Okay. I think she should do a regular podcast, just audio only, to go back to the radio days. Y'all tell Mr. Cupcakes happy day your life was made whole. Huh? Oh, yes. Shout out to Cupcakes and Papa Cupcakes. Or Mr. Cupcake, excuse me. Papa Cupcakes is her dad. But to Mr. Cupcakes and their anniversary. Yes. It's your anniversary. Your anniversary. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, yeah. It's your anniversary. I'm doing a special song for Cupcake. It's your anniversary. Woo, 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 woo. That's it. Love you, girl. Happy anniversary, boo. She said, I'm leaving. Come back here. Somebody grab her. She said, okay, now. See? Timothy knows and understands my Grammy Award-winning vocals. Dr. Holt says, "Oh, and y'all investigative a report back to us." Yes, happy anniversary to Cupcake and Mr. Cupcake. Praise Jesus. So that means that me and Dr. Holt can't text you tonight. No, you gonna be busy. He said, "No, that was a stop." Okay, now. Oh wow! Oh wow! Wow! Thanks so much for your support. What year did you win this Grammy? Don't worry about that, Cupcake. This is not about me right now. Anyway, let's move on. Right. Busta Rhymes almost busted somebody's. Busta Rhymes almost busted somebody in the face the other day. Take a look.
It's Tracy Morgan.
Oh, Tracy.
Hey, what did I just say?
Wait. What did you say?
Nah.
What did you just say?
My boy out here.
Hold on. Put your camera down. What did you just say?
You got lucky gentleman right here with all the shirt.
Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan.
Tracy, my boy.
What does that mean?
Oh, I don't know. My boy said Tracy.
I'm not talking to you, homie. I don't need you to tell me.
Whatever.
I'm trying to understand. I'm asking you a question. I ain't calling you out. I understand. I don't know what that means either. That's why I'm asking you what it means. That's the only way I can be Tracy, my boy. What that mean?
Everyone say Tracy, so I'm saying Tracy.
I ain't hear nobody say Tracy. You the only one said
Tracy.
Ooh, child. That boy, I feel like that boy, after a while was like looking at him and his life flashed before him. Okay? He built like 51. Kids. But Timothy, exactly. I think that's what he was going with. He's like, why is he acting like he calling him? Tracy Morgan is like calling him, right? It's like calling him the N-word. It ain't nothing wrong with looking like $100,000+ million. Okay, I know that's right. Dr. Holt says, child, he always getting mad about something. They say he a gal too. Oh, here he go. You know what? Michaela, can you come over here real quick on aisle 7? Can you please bring the mop? Because Dr. Holt is just always just flowing. I almost slipped walking down that aisle. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Okay, so my kids thought the lead singer of Sade was one of the Jacksons. But no, and I understand, like, listen, I understand if it's like our own talking, but like that boy is like, Busta Rhymes needed clarification. We need some clarification. Like, who are you talking to? Why am I all of a sudden? Why you call me Tracy Morgan? You ain't lying, Keith. That is the word on the street. Dr. Holt and for Pyro Legend. Oh, here you go. You know what? I'm not even. I'm not. See, and then here Timothy go amping Dr. Holt up. I did bring the mop today. Oh, you didn't bring the mop, or you did? Oh, you didn't bring the mop? Mary Jones, I cannot. Anywho, while we're going to take a quick promo break, if you have not done so already, please like, share, and subscribe. You like the new graphic? Praise Jesus. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning on in. We appreciate you. And if you haven't done so already, you can go ahead and send in some articles that you guys see, any blog articles or anything that you want us to talk about here on Pyro Power Hour. Or if you have any listener letters or thoughts, stories, you can just tell us it's anonymous. Any type of correspondence if you're watching on the replay. And also, if you are a pyromaniac, you may feel free to go ahead and send in a listener letter or watch letter, if you will, by hitting up Pyro Power Hour. Oh, fire letters. That's what I'm going to do. That's what it's going to be called, fire letters. pyropowerhour@gmail.com. Shout out to Cupcake for coming up with this idea. I ain't gonna take any credit for that one. So shout out to Cupcake for coming up with that idea to have a space for y'all. Praise Jesus. Timothy picking up when I'm putting down. Oh, Lord Jesus. Y'all, I cannot. Here Cupcake go and let's move on. All right. So y'all remember on Monday we talked about the whole Netflix, Warner Brothers, and Paramount situation? Well, girl, the plot thickens. We got a lot to talk about this one. Take a look, first of all, about the update that's going on right now. Take a look.
Today, Paramount officially launched a hostile takeover bid for Warner Brothers Discovery, despite its deal that we learned about last week with Netflix. And buried in the fine print, the deal is backed by a private equity firm founded by none other than Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, as well as a huge investment from sovereign wealth funds from Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, and Qatar. Amazing. Paramount didn't lead with that. So let's level set here. In the last year, Paramount merged with Skydance, giving the Ellison family control over CBS News. Kushner, with the help from Saudi Arabia, took video game giant Electronic Arts private in the largest leverage buyout ever. And to top it all off, the Ellisons, who are major Trump supporters, agreed to play a key role in TikTok's U.S. operations. That is an enormous amount of influence over media. And if their bid with Warner Brothers Discovery is successful, it is only going to get much.
So, for those who don't know what's going on, this is what's his name? Oh God, Ellison. Is it Larry Ellison? Good Lord, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, he is the man that is trying to go forward. On where are my notes? It might be Edward Ellison, Larry Ellison. Where is it? Where are my notes at? Larry Ellison, yes. He is the one that is trying to fight. He's the owner of Oracle. He's the one that's trying to fight for control over Warner Brothers. And he's trying to get those intellectual properties of Warner Brothers. Now, Warner Brothers and Discovery are already in the process of separating anyway, because even after they went ahead and combined, it was Warner Brothers Discovery now, but they're already in the process of doing that. They're still going to do that from what is being talked about. However, not Larry Botox, Cupcake, that is hilarious. He does a lot of Botox, don't he? I don't know what it is about these super rich guy Elon Musk, Larry Ellison, Ellison and all stuff, whatever. I don't know what's going on with them, but they always look like aliens. Don't you think so? Like extraterrestrials. I'm not talking about immigrants. I'm talking about extraterrestrials. I firmly believe that if there are any aliens or any extraterrestrials up there, Elon Musk is one of them. I don't think his body I think he glitched out. Like his suit is not working. I firmly believe that he is an extraterrestrial. And I believe that this man is too. But that's just my thoughts. Anywho, the whole situation, going back to the whole situation with this, I really think that there's something behind this. And I know a lot of people saying, well, what this has to do with anything, as long as my subscriptions don't go up. Let's talk about why this is a big deal and why you should be paying attention to what's happening. Take a look at this.
Why is Larry Ellison trying to buy Warner Brothers Discovery? He just bought Paramount. Why does he want media companies? Why would he? He wants to hang out with movie stars? No. He's a fucking ego problem? What does he do now? He runs the largest data storage and processing company? Why? Well, before founding his company called Oracle, he worked on a project for the CIA called Oracle, where he was paid to build a database for the government. And so he probably has and knows how to get data on all of us. Good. I don't get how this is all somehow connected. You just said it's connected, so you must know. He also wants mass surveillance. He said citizens will be on their best behavior because we'll be recording and reporting everything that's going on. And he also said the government should consolidate all of the national data and feed it to AI. And all of this is connected how? I don't really know. It's in your head. You just have to find it. What does this have to do with owning an entertainment company? You already said it's connected. Just tell me how. Well, his data centers are the ones that OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, relies on. And if he owns the data centers, no matter what AI company pulls ahead, he'll have control over where it's all stored. So he's put himself in a position that even when the AI bubble bursts, he'll succeed no matter what. And so he's buying media companies so that he can create AI-generated content. Good. But what if no one watches it? You think he hasn't thought of that? The TikTok deal? Why? He's reported to be that leader of the group of investors making a bid to buy TikTok. More? Well, he also has the data to do hyper-targeting so that people get a tailored algorithm of AI content. And so it's about control. He wants to control the information we get through AI, the media we see. It won't be entertainment though, will it? It will be propaganda that looks like entertainment. Good. And so while everyone's focusing on what the administration's doing, Larry Ellison is quietly building this empire. The worst kings are quiet.
So I know that sounded like super like, oh my God, this is all what do you call it? All conspiracy and stuff like that. But it's actually very interesting what's happening right now. If you control the media, if you control what people like, and I talked about this, I'm almost positive I talked about this a month or so ago about how people are there was an article that I was seeing, and I shared it with you guys about how people are getting into this kind of like slipping stuff into the scripts and reality TV and you know kind of dumbing stuff down in order to kind of mass control what we're consuming. So it's interesting. Who cares? Crack the sky, Lord. Who cares? It's actually very important. This is a big deal. Because if they're able to control, because these people are not like regular schmegular people. These people are conservative, far-right consumers. And far-right, not consumers, excuse me, far-right millionaires and billionaires. These are people that are trying to have Trump's agenda, and not just Trump's agenda, just the MAGA agenda pushed. So that all that stuff that was going on in what is it, the Project 2025, all of that is in this. This is all what they were talking about. Take a look at it. Blow the trumpet, Jehovah. They always distracting from one thing or another. Listen. Anywho, pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to go ahead and get into the rest of the show. Let's see, I want to make sure that, we're going to get into the roundup. All right, y'all, stay tuned, and if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I'll see you on the other side.
Hey, how y'all doing? Real quick, this is Daryl Walter, host of the Daryl Walter Show. I know. And you are watching Pyro Media Network.
Hey, it's Dr. Nicole D. Vick from Dr. Victorious, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
And we are back, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning on, and I appreciate you guys for all that you guys do. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, share, and subscribe. It does help the algorithm, and we appreciate you. Yes. Let's go ahead and get on in to this. I want to change the song. There we go. There we go. I like this one. Let's do that one. All right, y'all. Let's get into the roundup, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. Lot to talk about on today, but before we get into the roundup, I want to ask you another question for the people. What the hell? Okay, now we just got finished talking about aliens and stuff, right? We just got finished talking about how I firmly believe that Elon Musk is a dang on alien, and Michaela agreed with me. But I came across this article in the blogs. I'm gonna have to. You know what? Okay. Inside joke. Anyway, I came across this video on Instagram while I was scrolling through Instagram. This is actually real. I went ahead and verified it, and this is actually something that they're working on. Now, you know, everybody's talking about AI and all of these different things or whatever, and then we also have robots or whatever. This is a bioengineered robot. Take a look.
We're looking at Oscar, the first human modular prototype that is able to live in various setups. Now, what's going to happen is that I'm going to connect the brain to the heart module to activate the blood circulation. Now, the lung is going to start breathing. You can see both organs are now collaborating. I can add a kidney module. And if I add a limb module, it starts actuating the organism to move. Now it's looking for the optimal temperature, which is 37 degrees. If I add another limb, Oscar will recognize it and beneficiate from new possibilities.
Be making bacon breathe. You know. So this is biotech. So it's basically what they have. So the whole goal behind it is to create, it was originally for people to study how they can go ahead and effectively create limbs, bio limbs for people who have lost limbs, whether they lost it in war or whether they had an accident or anything like that. When people start playing God's time, they get the hell out. Listen. I think I don't know about this one. I'm not comfortable with this one, but you know, because there's always quote unquote good intentions or alleged good intentions, and then they do something else. So if I see somebody walking around and they're holding on biotechnical robot, we got problems, y'all. I told y'all my Bible says it is a new heaven and a new earth. I'm ready for the new earth. Come on, Lord. I meant to say when people start playing God, it's time to get the hell out of here. Listen. All right, let's get into the roundup, y'all, because some of y'all getting worried. I didn't mean to do all that. I did not mean to do all that. Okay. All right, so we have a new, Miami has a new mayor, and I have to be honest with you guys, this was not on my radar. I'm not even trying to be an ass or anything like that. Y'all know I am extremely extremely into politics, and I'm a political junkie. But this one caught me off guard because Miami has not had a Democratic mayor in over almost 30 years. Okay, and that I think it was a plus 20 state or a plus 20 position, meaning that that Trump won that by plus 20 points or whatever. But I could be wrong on the point system right there. But it was a heavily red position, and it even caught the Republicans off guard. This young lady, or this lady, her name is Eileen Higgins. Take a look at what's going on with this situation. Take a look.
A Democrat defeated a Republican backed by President Donald Trump and is becoming the first Democratic mayor of the city of Miami in nearly 30 years. This is significant because both major parties were seeing this election as a test for how they were doing and their standing in one of the places where President Donald Trump managed to flip last year. And it is a place that is Hispanic majority. So it was helping both parties prove that they still have some support with this key electorate. Eileen Higgins is 61 years old. She's a former commissioner for Miami-Dade County. She represented the Cuban neighborhood of Little Havana and other parts of the city. She speaks Spanish, and she has a nickname of La Gringa, which is a term the Spanish speakers use for white Americans. The results were also historic because Higgins is the first woman to be elected mayor of Miami. While the race was technically nonpartisan, Higgins was not afraid to campaign as a proud Democrat. She told me, "It's no secret I'm a Democrat, and I'm a really proud Democrat at this moment." She regularly talked about the immigration crackdown of President Donald Trump and how it affected residents of Miami. She spoke about this detention center, Alligator Alcatraz, where she had to field some calls from her residents who were worried that their family members were being kept there. It's important to keep in mind that it is a mayoral runoff and the turnout is not comparable to a midterm election or a presidential.
So shout out to Eileen Higgins on winning that. Shout out to her team, and shout out to everybody in Miami for wanting to shift the change. It's not really a good look right now. Trump's points are going, or his approval rating has gone down significantly, and he's probably had one of the worst approval ratings in history, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll verify that a little later on. But I'm almost sure this is definitely his worst approval rating in his tenure. But yeah, so good luck, Trump. We'll see what's going on. It's not looking good for the midterms for the Republicans, and I'm okay with it. Praise Jesus. Now, speaking of Republicans and speaking of Congress, it's very interesting. We all know who this queen was. This is Breonna Taylor, who was, in my opinion, assassinated by police. Okay. Now, the what's his name? Representative Morgan McGarvey. Excuse me, Representative Morgan McGarvey and Rand Paul, which is very interesting to me. But Rand Paul has been kind of pushing bipartisan stuff anyway, so it is what it is. But Senator Rand Paul and Congressman Morgan McGarvey held a press conference and to reintroduce the Justice for Breonna Taylor Act. Take a look at what this is about.
Today, Congressman Morgan McGarvey will reintroduce the Justice for Breonna Taylor Act. That bill, named after Breonna Taylor, would ban no-knock search warrants nationwide. Officers shot and killed her while doing a no-knock warrant back in 2020. McGarvey and Republican Senator Rand Paul first introduced that bill last year, but it did not go anywhere. McGarvey helped pass a no-knock warrant bill in Kentucky in 2021. He will hold a news conference Wednesday at Capitol Hill to speak about this issue.
Yeah, Dr. Hall, I haven't confirmed that yet. But I did hear about that through the grapevine. Yeah, well, I can't verify that right now. But going back to the situation with regarding Breonna Taylor, it's very interesting to me that this is not even something that should be like. Why does it need to be reintroduced? Like, just do it. Like, this is crazy to me. Like you just barge into people's doors and just I really want people to really think common sense about police reform. So I really hope that they make this happen. I really hope that they do what they need to do to protect the legacy of Breonna Taylor and what the family of Breonna Taylor is pushing, because this was a senseless, unnecessary crime, in my opinion. But it is what it is. You know how they feel about black bodies, let alone black women. Oh, okay. This pie face monk. Oh God, I cannot stand this woman. Margaret Taylor Greene. Y'all remember I talked to you about that she was on 60 Minutes and she did that interview. Well, I watched it. Okay. And I was very irritated because I just feel like she's just like, it's one thing if you change a position on something. Like, I remember Sunny Hostin was she's still pro-life, but she is not she is pro-choice also. She feels that Sunny Hostin from The View feels that she evolved on the issue. In the beginning, when she first came to The View, she felt like anybody that that had an abortion would be is not, you know, that abortion should be illegal. Then after a while, she started, you know, she evolved on the situation, and she still believes in pro-life for her. And she feels like she won't get an abortion, but she believes in the freedom and the right for women's choice, and that everybody, that women have a right to their autonomy of their body, and that women have the right to make a decision on their own body and how they're going to navigate that. That is different from you constantly being for at least 4 or 5 years, almost 8 years, being a complete jackass and creating chaos within within Congress. Being a complete obstructionist and pushing conspiracy theories and touting and pushing rage baiting the MAGA base, and now all of a sudden you're like, oh well, guys, we need to not go with the political complex that's going on that's dividing us. Girl, we don't believe you. Now she wants to distance herself from MAGA. Now, my girl Simone Sanders, I love her. She is hilarious. She has a tortilla face. You know what? Okay, I cannot stop. That was too much. I'm not even posting that. That's we can't. I'm not even posting that. You text me something. That's hilarious. But she does, and she does look like that. But my girl Simone Sanders posted or was talking on the weeknight, which is on MSNBC, or excuse me, MS Now. They rebranded. Take a look at what she said.
This exchange about America First, not MAGA, between Leslie Stahl and Marjorie Taylor Greene was interesting to me. Take a listen, folks.
Are you MAGA?
I am America First.
And that's not the same as MAGA.
MAGA is President Trump's phrase. That's his political policies. I call myself America First.
But you're not saying you're MAGA.
I'm America First.
Are you a duck? Well, I refer to myself as a bird. A duck may be how the dictionary would like to describe what is happening here, but I am a bird that is in the water. So that's not a duck. Again, I'm a bird in the water. You may want to use the term duck. I have never used the term duck. I'm a bird in water.
And I completely understand those sentiments, Simone, because I am not gay. I'm a homosexual. Okay, you may want to use the term gal, but I am a homosexual. You may want to use the term someone who likes the company of men, but I am a homosexual. Girl, it's the same damn thing. You over here sitting trying to rebrand yourself. Nobody believes you, Marjorie. You are a light piece of am a mess. I cannot. But speaking of MAGA, y'all's presidents just held a rally this week. I don't know why he's campaigning. Well, I know. Margarine is hilarious. Cupcake. That is hilarious. You are a gal. I am not a gal. I am a homosexual, Dr. Holt. One may want to call me a gal. One may want to call me gay, but I identify as homosexual. Anywho, y'all's president is doing some weird shit. This is a clip from him speaking on his views on his current press secretary. Wow, take a look.
Isn't she great? Is Caroline great? You know, when she goes on television, Fox, they dominate. They dominate when she gets up there with that beautiful face and those lips that don't stop, up, like a little machine gun.
You are so freaking weird. You are one weird bro, man. That's weird. But I'm not surprised. Are we really surprised? Because this is the same man that was talking and flirting with his own daughter on the Howard Stern show. And speaking nastiness about his own daughter on the Howard Stern show. And not just the Howard Stern show, several other places. You're weird. You're weird and goofy. But that's not all he talked about. Take a look.
Hey, and I said it the other day, and a lot of people misinterpret it. They say, oh, he doesn't realize prices are high. Prices are coming down very substantially. But they have a new word. They always have a hoax. The new word is affordability. So they look at the camera and they say, this election is all about affordability. Now, they never talk about it. They never talk. Thank you very much. They say I'm not allowed to run. I don't know what the hell that's all about, but that's okay. He said 4 more years. You see the new hat? We have 4 more years. 2020. We have all sorts of. Well, you know what? We have 3 years and 2 months to go. And you know what that is in Trump time? 3 years.
Care what it is in Trump time, sir. Now, Michaela's probably wondering, we don't give a F. You should, because it's not what he said that bothered me. It's how he said it and what he's doing at the moment that bothered me. Okay, we rebuke that devil. 2028 will never see that man. Listen, I'm praying with you. When 2 or more stand in agreement. Timothy says, where is the waitress who was reading at the same rally her own letter that she actually could not read due to literacy issues? My God, MAGA. Right. No, I give an F because we got to deal with it. Listen, until something happens to their people. Listen, hello. But what's interesting to me is you ran on a populist movement and you ran on affordability. Now all of a sudden it's a hoax. Just like the whole Jeffrey Epstein, which you ran on the Jeffrey Epstein files, and you said you were going to release them. That was going to be day one. You said you were going to release them. Now it's a Democratic hoax. What is wrong with you? But that's not what bothered me. I want you to take a look at his campaign manager, his current campaign manager, and what she said on this talk show. Take a look.
He's going to have a fun next year, but we're going to put him on the campaign trail too. Typically, just a little bit of campaign speak, if I may.
Yeah.
Typically, in the midterms, it's not about who's sitting at the White House. It's you localize the election, right, and you keep the federal officials out of it. We're actually going to turn that on its head.
Good.
And put him on the ballot because so many of those low propensity voters are Trump voters.
Yes, they are.
And we saw a week ago Tuesday what happens when he's not on the ballot and not active. So I haven't quite broken it to him yet, but he's going to campaign like it's 2024 again.
Oh.
For all these people that he helps. He doesn't help everybody, but for those he does, he's a difference maker. And he's certainly a turnout machine. So the midterms will be very important to us. He'll work very hard to keep the majority.
Yeah,
Now, I know a lot of you are like, oh my God, what do you mean you're going to try to put him on the ballot so he can run again and blah, blah. Listen, it's not that bothered me. If you caught what she said he doesn't quite know it yet, but I'm going to tell him. He is a puppet. And a lot of y'all think that Trump is this brilliant mind and this mastermind behind the MAGA movement, and that he's going to sit here and do all the things, all the great things.
He's going to have
that he's going to do all of the great things. Let me explain something to you guys. MAGA is not just these honky-tonk, hick people with no teeth. Yeah, that is a portion of it, yes. That's their foot soldiers. But MAGA is comprised of several factions. MAGA is not just one type of person. MAGA is comprised of and the people who he has surrounded himself with compared to the first term. See, the first term we had chaos, but not on this level. Exactly, Timothy. He is nothing but the face of Project 2025 and a figurehead, aka puppet. Ain't nothing brilliant about that rusted Brillo pad. Exactly. So basically, she's saying she's gonna try to cheat for they're all gonna try to cheat. Y'all, I just wonder what's taking him so long. And I will tell you what I mean. I know exactly what you mean, Dr. Ho. A mess. But yes, I would like to know you guys' thoughts. Either send it in pyropowerhour@gmail.com, or you can go ahead and leave a comment right here on the thread here under the video, whether you're watching it, wherever you're watching it, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Thank you guys so much. All right, y'all. We got to get into the rest of the show because I am over time, but I want to get into the rest of the show. I want to get into holding space. I need to speak to Simpsons Ministry. Today's holding space is a simple word. Did you pass the class? I came across this. I'm always scrolling through, especially when I'm walking Bentley. I'm always scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, and I came across this this video that was super interesting to me, and it made me think as I was praying this morning, as I was going through my morning thoughts. I am going to be turning 40 in January, and I know I look 25. Thank y'all. But I'm going to be turning the big 40. And I remember me having a conversation with my peeps, my inner circle of Pyro Media, Dr. Holt and Cupcake. One time we had a phone conference, and they always told me many times. Even Kyrie has told me this. My partner has told me this. My brother Dante, my brother Malik. A lot of people have told me it's like when you hit 40, a switch happens. And I feel like that switch is happening now. I feel like that switch is coming on, and you know how it slowly powers things up when you turn on a switch and things slowly power up. That's why I feel like the switch happened. And I feel like it took me a really long time to get to this space, because some people say certain things that they don't care about things, but it took me a really long time to get to this space, and I really am so excited. And I wasn't before. I have to be honest with you. A couple of months ago, as I was thinking about it, and everybody was talking to me, my partner was talking to me about what we're gonna do for my 40th, and us planning things or whatever. And I wasn't excited at first. I'm very blessed and happy to be becoming a year older. God has been good, to let me live another year. And God says the same as we move forward, and God's willing. But I really thought a lot about this morning. And this video surmised like everything that I thought about, and it made me have a little switch. And I'm not looking at the comments, not because I'm ignoring you guys, but I really want to get this out here because it really means a lot. So take a look at this video, and then I'll close out the show. Take a look.
When I sat down one day and realized how many days and many years I flunked one class in my life, it has made me an altogether different person. Mm-hmm. It took me 54 years to pass one class, and that class was this. One day, finally, I got on my knees and I said, God, I'm tired of crying. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of worrying. I'm tired of this and that and this, until I got the faith enough to believe I could pass this class. Mm-hmm. And this is the day that I got my cap and gown of life. And I walked across the stage of life, and I was handed my diploma, and it was rolled up like a scroll. And when I went to my seat, I took the rubber band off and I unscrolled it, and it said, "You have passed the class of what people think about you." Finally.
Come on now.
After 54 years.
Come on now. Come on now.
I'm a better Vicky Wang. Because I could care less. And you don't even have to like me tonight. I don't even care.
Come on.
I don't care what they put on the internet. People got time to read comments and comment. You broke. I don't care what nobody say, because when I did care, you kept me crying. Now that I don't care, you can't hurt my feelings. When you pass that class, baby, life is different.
You're free.
Girl, I'm free. I really don't care. Because you got people that act like they're your friends. They come and befriend you knowing they don't like you to find out what hurts you and use it against you every day. I've been through all that. I know all the tricks. I know it all. I know it all.
Come on.
And I finally am the happiest I've ever been in it ain't even the money. It ain't even the nothing. It ain't nothing I drive. Ain't nothing I wear. It ain't nothing. It's the peace that I have in my spirit that you ain't got to like me, because I can't please you no how. Because when I did it all wrong, you didn't like me. When I did it all right, you still didn't like me. So I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let my ways please the Lord and let the chips fall where they may.
That sounds like a song, Vicky.
I know that's right. When I tell you that blessed me beyond words, and I know some of y'all like, you just getting this. Some people will sit there and say, let me put this down for a second. Some people will sit there and say that and I have done it, y'all. I have said this. I don't give a damn what they say. I don't care. I don't care what they say. But you do. You actually care about what they say, what they're doing, what they are saying about you. I can honestly say today that I don't give a damn what every one of you raggedy hoes have to say about me. I don't give a damn how many times you mention my name, how many times you try to bring up and throw dirt on my name. The real ones know me. The people who experience me know me. My name, myself, who I am. I don't need your validation. I don't need anything from you, and I wish you the best. Kiss the blackest parts of my light-skinned ass, because I don't care. I can promise you right now that I don't care. I don't give a damn what you say behind me on your damn telephones. I don't care what you say. I'll be on your lives. I don't care what you say to me in the other room. I don't care what you say to me through text message. I don't give a damn, because there is something that I have that some of you probably don't have and never will, and that's peace. That's peace. I don't need to respond to you. I don't need to say nothing to you. I don't need to even acknowledge you. I have peace. And it doesn't come from any material things. Although, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for all the things that you have blessed me with and continue to bless me with on a day. When the word curses were going out, when them things were going out there trying to get into my psyche, I thank you, God, for you keeping the peace and joy in my heart. The peace and joy in my mind, because I don't care what you think. And I have finally graduated that class. I have passed the class, y'all. It took me a while, and I'm sure I have some ways to go. I'm sure there's some cliff notes that I have to return to, because everybody has to get a refresher course. That's okay. But I promise you right now, I don't give a damn. When I tell you that I talk loud, I talk passionately, but the amount of aggression and anger that I used to hold when I would speak on things, when things would annoy me, I don't give a damn. Because when I clock off of here, when I clock off for work, when I get off, finish doing a client meeting, when I finish getting off the phone from a conference call, I go back to my real life. And that is enjoying my life. The peace and the blessings that God continues to bestow upon me. I'm not in no drama. My name is not in, I'm not battling anybody. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not in no drama. My name is not all over the damn internet acting crazy. I am here doing what I need to do. I am coming on here, hanging out with my Pyro fam, enjoying life. And when I clock off, I'm chilling with my partner and my dog. Nene Leak said something to Carlos King one time, and she said, I don't need a lot. I don't ask for a lot. All I need is my water and my room. That's all I need. All I need is my good Jesus. That's it. Because guess what? The house, oh, I know that's right, Dr. Ho. And next year when this house get paid off, girl, I know that's right. Look at God. Thanks, Cupcake. Because I don't give a damn. I don't worry about the impoverished. It's hilarious. But yes, I have passed that. Let me go wash some water. I know that's to make some water. Make some water, girl. Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. That God has spoken. So the church say amen. And yes, that is going to do it for Power. I didn't even want to write that down. I wanted that to come from my heart. Okay, I wanted to just speak on this thing from my heart. But thank you, Vicky Winans. I may not agree with you on a lot of stuff, girl. You may have been in some stuff. But listen, you blessed me on today with that word. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys for watching the show. For those who are watching on the replay, God bless you. Thank you guys so much. Keep Bentley 2028. Listen, if mess around and I'll put him in the thing on ballot too. Okay? He'll do a lot better job than some of these girls are doing. Anywho, love you guys so much. Make sure you guys, like I said, like, share, and subscribe, so you guys can go ahead and keep the keep everything burning over here. Keep the lights on. We appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, you guys are just rocking with me, and I'm looking forward to see what this year is gonna 2026 is gonna bring us. We got a couple of more shows before the end of the year, but until then, let's go out with the bang. Stay blessed, stay stress free, and stay lit. Until then, we out.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.